project is called Shift Between Ourselves, and it's using virtual reality art tools
to help young people who are LGBT+ to explore their mental health and their resilience within that virtual landscape. And through those tools, we're hoping to allow those young people to really explore who they are.
It's not about putting someone in a space and saying this is art therapy, draw something. It's something that's called embodied mark making. And the way this works is you're in a space, it's very dark, it's very kind of submersive, and you move in the space. With VR, it's very different to 2D art making because it's multidimensional. You can move through the marks you make, you can move around. It's actually quite performative and not that different in some ways to dance. So it's using your mind and body together to create who knows what. But when you get in the space, you can completely surround yourself. You can cocoon yourself. You can make a very safe environment, makes you feel very positive. Or, as we quite often have, things emerge that represent for you your anger, your confusion, all sorts of different issues that you never knew were there or you couldn't maybe express very well. So it does become a kind of therapeutic tool, but again, in a very sort of spontaneous way. And each individual is different, each individual has a very different experience.
It's like scribbling on paper. You make something messy you don't necessarily want to look at, but putting the lines on is relaxing.
Yeah, it's about mark making.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I do that quite a lot and I'll never look at paper again because it is hideous, but it's fun to do.
So how do you feel in here?
It's relaxing. That's the main feeling, to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, right now has not been a fantastic time and I'm feeling much calmer after doing this.
That is so good to hear. Excellent. No, that's really good. That's what it's about.
Finding words to express myself at a height of emotion doesn't really work.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite difficult. It just helps it actually express what you want to.
A lot of people really struggle expressing things through words, and even pictures can often fail. And one of the unique abilities of VR is to allow people to create essentially a complete virtual space that represents their thoughts in a way that's useful both to show to others, such as family and friends, where they previously failed to convey particular feelings, and also in coming to terms with those thoughts themselves, helping them realise particular things about themselves and perhaps deal with certain past issues.
It's like how I, as a little kid, imagined my brain working.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just how confusing thoughts are.
Is that something you had in mind as you started working on it, or did it just
Not
kind of end
really,
up?
it just kind of happened. I just feel very free.
As the interns, we're kind of here to observe the project and kind of be part of it so we can help facilitate it so that it isn't left all down to Karen and Harley, and potentially like take what we've learned and use it to run future projects.
This equipment and technology, I think, needs to be more available for other people who need to have that safe space and environment to help them feel comfortable and safe and the chance to express themselves.
VR equipment can be a somewhat inaccessible piece of kit, so I think the idea of like the fact that we can give people the materials and the opportunities to work with the software and experience it themselves is just absolutely fantastic. We need to keep that going.
Through Aych is to use these tools as a benchmark to allow for future projects to spawn from this.
To say, right, how can we offer this as a kind of drop-in facility? As a safe space you can maybe book into for an hour through the social services youth group, for example.
And make this a legacy project to allow other young people across the entire city and maybe even further to explore themselves and their mental health in this VR landscape.